watching the news and I was listening to all the statistics around people who are unable to find work now. A lot of them are college educated, so they want to work in their fields, you know, and they're now having to take jobs that may pay less, that may not be in their field, that they may not want to even do, but they've got to make an income, they've got to make a living. So I was just thinking about that and wondering, how do we, you know, just the three of us, how do we prepare our children for today's workforce?
Wow. Yeah, I know. That's, for me, I feel like it's all about being diverse in your skill set, you know, being prepared for, you know, whatever's going to come your way. My dad always told me, have a brainy backup plan, is what he always said, even when I went to photography school. Well, Lauren, you need a brainy backup plan. I'm like, you know, light ratios, photography is brainy, Dad, you know, so anyways, but, you know, it was more about like, you know, be prepared with, you know, I have an IT degree and, you know, getting used to like working customer service and just being prepared. So I think the more you help your kids, you know, just understand that, you know, you can't only have one plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that helps them. Every little bit helps.
And I think part of it too is doing what you love to do. So if you went to school for a specific topic and then the job wasn't there, create your own, become an entrepreneur, and yet you're still doing what you love to do, so you're not as discouraged because you still get that student loan bill coming in. You're like, I'm doing something and I can't pay for it. I'm not even doing what I love to do. I think that's the disparity or the disappointment when you're doing something you don't want to do to pay off the student loan for something you love to do. It's just something that goes off and it just brings that kind of feeling because you're not doing what you love to do. So I think that if you do what you love to do and then go to school to do what you love to do, and if you ain't got a job doing what you love to do, then you start your own business doing what you love to do.
You know, an entrepreneur.
There's something to be said. There's
Yeah.
something to be said for being passionate about what you're doing.
Right.
You know, I think it carries over into success.
That's something that you mentioned, Lauren, about knowing photography and also having, I call it a day in a fun job, a day job and a fun job. It's equally as important to create multiple streams of income, just in case that thing, even if you do land in that perfect job doing what you want to do, there's still layoffs, you know, the changes in the economy. So when I'm thinking about myself, I think about that often. So what can I do? I'm not that good at doing stuff with my hands. You know, I don't know how to make, create, or build things. So what would I even create for myself as a second source of income if I needed to, you know, or as a second source of income, if I need to have additional income aside from my day job?
That's when you do consultations with the experiences and your degree. You make up a title.
Oh,
And it's funny because, you know, there's, like you brought up the economy and how, you know, we've got to pay off those, or I think you had said something about the student loan bills. So you've got this, you know, I've got to pay my bills to pay off my student loan, and then there are people taking out more student loans because they want to go back and learn a new trade to try to shift into a different industry. So it's crazy how there's like, don't go to school and don't spend the money because you've already got to pay off, and then there's, you know, go back to school, learn something new.
And that's something that I'm doing because one thing I just kind of stumbled, I just keep stumbling on stuff. So one thing I stumbled on was that I enjoy writing.
That's
and I wanted to make it some money from doing that. So that's what I'm doing. But we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back.